and welcome to my channel. My name is Penny and I'm coming to you today from Northern Ontario, Canada. I have a few finished objects to show you today, so let's get right to it. The first thing, if you remember, a couple of videos ago, I made myself a divine hat. I've been wearing this a lot, but I didn't have any mitts to match it, so I made a set of divine mitts. I like the pattern. I will link it below. It worked up really quickly. The lady's name, can't remember it. I'll put it across the bottom of the screen. These are the Divine fingerless mitts. If I was to make them again, I would go down half a hook size, I think, because they're a little bit looser on me than I would want them. And I might take in the end of them, make it a little bit tighter. It's nice because I have access to all my fingers, but it's a little too big. The opening is a bit too big, I think. But other than that, I might add something around the thumb just to fill that in a bit too. But I like it. It matches my hat, which matches my coat, which works for me. And I have my fingers available to text and stuff still. So that's my first finished object. This month, one of the yarn bingo squares was to crochet doll clothes, make doll clothes. This was actually my suggestion in January. And I was like, wow, I'm not even going to get to it. But I was sitting watching some TV, playing around with the yarn. I had watched Pamela's Adoring Crochet, her tutorial for this poncho. So I made that, which I thought was kind of cute. And then she put up a tutorial for a little doll's dress. And I also used that. I did change it slightly. I didn't want to sew in all the ends. She changes the color of the yarn from the yoke to the skirt. I didn't want to do that, so I just carried on and did my own thing. You can see my fault line, but it's a doll dress. My granddaughter will love it. And my last crochet project I have to show you is a basic triangle shawl. I did not really use a pattern for this. I started out trying to make Marley Bird's Marley Bird's filet crochet one that she crochets and slips a stitch one ball wonder kind of thing, and I didn't like that, so I will also link this below. Isn't that terrible? I have 2 balls of this yarn. It is a red heart yarn. This has not been washed yet. I'm curious to see how it makes out when it washes, and it's not the softest yarn, but it measures 60 inches, a wingspan of 60 inches, and it's 40 inches long. I think it'll make a nice shawl for someone in a senior's home. And that's all my finished crochet objects. But because we don't discriminate here, a little bit of yarn, we like them all. I also have another hat that I've knit. This is basically the Ross hat. The only changes I've made is I did a 1x1 ribbing instead of the 2x3 ribbing. But the rest of the hat is exactly the Ross hat pattern. Don't you just love the way that looks? I could spend hours just looking at the top of this hat. Anyhow, and it's probably going to go into the donation pile. That's all my finished objects. I, of course, couldn't wait, and I started working on my cream-colored Willow squares. I'm really enjoying Judy WIP Crafts crochet along, but just doing the 4 squares a month is not fulfilling my Willow square Afghan desire, so I've started my cream one. This will be a Christmas present, so I'm feeling pretty confident about that. This is February, and I've got one Christmas present, really good start on it. It's not finished yet, but it's got a really good start on it. And I've been working through some of my smaller scraps, trying to get my 2x2 grannies taken care of. And I have also started my Bavarian Afghan, because I'm burning through these because I intend to burn through all of these scraps. Dana at Wonderlust Crochet has put out a Scorched Earth challenge. I don't have any way to take a picture of my scraps. And even if I did take a picture, I'm going to find another tote. So I am just burning through as much old yarn as I possibly can. So look forward to a few more scrappy type items coming through. That's everything I have for you today. It's been great seeing you. If you are new, feel free to subscribe or like this video. And if you are a returning subscriber, I appreciate you. I truly have grown very fond to the comments that I'm getting after my videos and the emails and stuff I've gotten. I really like the interaction part of this. And if you get a chance, play with a little bit of yarn.